is still a great power. So it was 2 great powers against... Huh, but there's no great powers there. So how did Ottomans get involved? Did they have such good relations that they enforced peace? I don't know. Well, gotta hand it to Poland for their moves here. But the west is aflame. And I'm going to fan the flames by crushing Muscovy. Take more land, burn more land. Yeah, I probably could have waited on embracing the Renaissance until after I'd conquered a whole bunch of this, but I didn't even think about it. And you get an aristocracy event and it's a good one. Will wonders ever cease? I'll just let corruption grow for a bit because I am not in a good point right now for making money because I keep forgetting about important stuff. Damn, its capital's over there. I'm not going to reach that in time, but I can try. Tja, no chance. Denmark was a great power. Was Denmark in that war? Ah, okay, so it was 2 against 1, so the Ottomans decided to intervene. There we go. I'm glad we got that one ironed out. Chief Irons, dead or alive? Perhaps we'll never know. Alright, I can be fairly confident that Muscovy have no units over here, so this is a free place for me to just eat. He has that 1 fort, but it actually doesn't protect him in any meaningful capacity. His forts are active on that side, so never mind that. I guess it's just a case of splitting up and taking all this, because I think his units are going to be plenty busy. So we'll do that so that we only have one side to worry about. These tribe events, I'm going to say it, they're kind of crappy. I don't want to lose army tradition, but I haven't recruited a new general in a long time, so let's... I haven't recruited a general in a long time, so let's... Wow. Wow, this is all pretty bad. Yeah, at least they can be happier. And I want to finish up this war with Tim pretty soon, so I can wipe him off the map and continue my coring, not to mention the burning. Accumulate money. I can do that. Hell yeah, can I do that? I really like the way that if you're just greedy and embezzly enough, you can do that. And I am greedy enough. Alright, crappy general, get over there, since I want that done. Muscovy, it's time for you to die. Free army tradition is great when it's free, but the tribes, when you start getting really large, they start demanding absurd amounts of your land. They want 40% of my state provinces. That's a huge amount. Okay, this is going to be another show superiority tribal conquest, because that's the way to go. And I'm fairly certain you don't have much of an army to stand up against me. They have quite a big army to stand up against me, but it's also kind of busy in Lithuania. And it's not Tech 9. If it was Tech 9, I would be sweating bullets right now. But it's not. Just wish my king was not actual rubbish. Or my heir, actual rubbish. Okay, how best do we do this? Split up, take all this, and then focus? I think that's what it's going to be. Doesn't seem to be recruiting armies around here, which is good. So how's this going to go? One stacks are fine on border provinces, honestly. It's when you get deeper in that I want them to be 2 stacks. And then there's that fort, which I do not really care about. So you get a 1, you get a 1, you get a 1, you get a 1. Then when we go deeper, it's 2. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Good enough. And you're on lookout for them duty. Unless, of course, there are Muscovites around here, in which case I should be very afraid, which is why I'm sending this guy in just to scout about. But I'm fairly certain I got nothing to worry about. Yeah, that's enough scouting for me. I'm satisfied. I don't know what the Swedes are doing bouncing about, but I have no idea what the Swedes are doing in general, and I live here with them. Ah, that's kind of nice that Belo Ozero is doing his own thing. I would like all my subjects to kind of do their own thing these days. Figure it out amongst yourselves. I don't think this subject type sort is working whatsoever. Does Jake have a specific goal in mind besides burning? I would like to go for Yuan. Which means I'm going to have to get a bit creative in how I get to him, because Chagatai and Oirat are both playing that game. You are, however... Okay, Haishi is also your tributary state. Okay, I'll figure something out. And if that thing I have to figure out is simply fight Ming, then so be it. Okay, that kind of takes care of all of this nice and easily. Oh, you integrated them as well. That's good. I guess I could just get to work with this fort anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's plenty. Give them the king that I want dead. King, the Khan, or whatever. Okay, here he comes. He wants some, but I want some as well. What does he think he's doing, really? Watch him sizzle. Wait, where are my horses? Oh, I was looking at the wrong side. I thought this was my army. Okay, vile rabble have cost me stability, prestige, and my tribes now hate me more, which is a crying shame. And I'm still horrifically overextended, so we won't increase stability just yet. We will, however, enjoy the idea of Muscovites dying by the many. Enjoy it very much. This is just pretty abusive. But that's okay. It's what we live for. Oh, but now he's got his army together. It's a good thing we finished up this sieging as quickly as we did. I'm not so fond of him going deep into my country, though. Maybe he wants to seek out these smaller, weaker guys, but he surely doesn't have vision. And that's the end of Tim. As in, he gone, and he will not have cores on me anymore. Well, not these old existing cores. Of course, the land I take will still be his cores. They're good enough. Free prestige as well from doing so. And it's just as well I get that prestige, because I'm sorry, but your story really wasn't selling it to me. You've got to go. Just beautiful. And like all land I take, it just burns, baby, burns. After all, developing that province, which I'm going to flip this with, wasn't cheap. So is that the whole lot? All burned, there was nothing to burn there, and man, I still got a fair few uncored provinces. Okay then, back to the coring. Just making it more expensive to raise stability, but the sooner that was done, the sooner I can get on with my life. Okay, I'm not liking what Golden Horde is doing. Oh, good enough. I think I can chase down that stack that's further back. But this all can go on whilst my subjects do the dirty work over here, and in fact my own units can get involved in that. It's kind of nice. Okay, so I got all those cores around here, right? So I need to pay a bit of attention to revolt risk. And I'm pretty certain I don't have any cores around here. Well, not full. No, in fact, I can be absolutely certain I don't have full cores anywhere far away from there, or my mainlands. So again, I just don't want to have to deal with revolts here. I think I did that one in error, but fit Kinnamandy. Oh, and I did that one as well. I'm losing my touch here. I am badly losing my touch. Ah, why worry about it? I'll worry about it when, you know, revolts start popping up. In the meantime, I have... Oh, that's his main goal. I hate abandoning a siege when I've got some progress going, but... I do not want him catching me. He's going to do dut-dut-dut, and then he's going to hurt me, so let's just get away from there. Could also go... No, that wouldn't be good. Just get away. There's no sense risking your buns there. That clever bugger. Well, at least I catch him out. He's not so clever anymore. No, he escapes me. I thought we fixed that bug. What's going on? Right, but that is him getting caught. Okay, so Lithuania gave up just for money. Oh, I'm in a great position to screw the Livonian order, but they can screw back. Also, there is the whole case of aggressive expansion, and the fact that I really don't need this land. Maybe I should just like call it there. I need to focus on what's right for the horde. Of course, a good golden horde should take over the steppes, but take over Russia rather. But going further than that, is it really necessary? Well, melting Muscovites, that's always necessary. I'm loving it. Right, so they're trying something up there. Any progress being made in the Bohemian Succession War? Well, Bohemia and Poland are both looking a bit curb-stomped here. So I would say that Austria is probably going to get Bohemia as a subject. Oh, but the real thing I wanted was Genoa. So it's not good for me that Austria is winning easily. But Austria is in a bit of debt. If Austria ever wouldn't join in, then I want to attack Genoa. I'm not terribly scared of Alsace, East Frisia and Ferrara, but I do want my land back. And I mostly want him to stop drinking trade away from Astrakhan. I know it's not the greatest of trade nodes, but it should be my trade. In the meantime though, our horde's got to keep hoarding. There is hoarding to be done here. Where are you going to run to? Are you going to run up there? Can't tell with you. For all I know, you might be going to try to save Moron, or you might go north to attack those guys. There's little ways for me to know. Let's go into Vatluga. I could catch him, but that would be kind of deadly for me. I think he's going to try and save Moron, so I need to go to Nichny to keep him in line. And I could probably wipe you guys if I just make a move with you, so I will make that move. But that's kind of what you guys are going to do. I just keep hot on his heels. Nichny is not a great place, it's woodlands. And that's not enough to stop him from going there. But he's almost certainly going to go for Murom. I might just have to bite the bullet and fight him. Because yeah, as expected, he's going for it. Keep that siege going, Bello Ozero, I don't need your help. Bello, I'm getting floored here, I need your help. Ha! I knew I never needed your help. Running balls first into those guys doesn't seem like the greatest use of my forces right now. But wiping Muscovites does. Hell, it always does. There we go, well fought. Split up. Take care of those guys. You guys keep patrol over here. Ah. Oh, right, he ran away. Well, that's good news for me. You guys just keep an eye from there then. I don't have a fort on both sides, so I can't take what I want here willy-nilly. But really, I don't... Well, this land is expensive. I don't need his capital, that much is a given, but... I don't like him having fortifications in general. Is that a right thing to do? This land was easy enough for me to take. Maybe the right thing to do is to keep him away from this area. And that gets my aggressive expansion with the west faster. Hoo-hoo, that's muckelty. Doesn't give me that fort though. Stripping forts is a pretty damn good thing to do in this game. Zechrom says, nice, caught a stream. Well, unfortunately for you, you're not going to be catching much of it because it's just about done. Also, Kashmir, I've been wanting to kill you for a while. Karakiyunlu is the only person who will help you out. That isn't quite right. Multan will definitely help you out. I don't want Multan to help you out, but I would like to take that land and burn it. Ah, but I also need to fight Persia soon. In fact, I need to fight them in a couple of years. It's just war, war, war. Which is kind of nice. It's the way the game is meant to be played, probably. Once Novgorod has fallen, that's game, set, and match, more or less. And it's a falling. You don't want Muscovy to keep fighting Litouwen, Jake? It doesn't matter anymore. Look at them. They're a broken man. Got nothing left to offer. And that's all she wrote. Now again, he might ally Denmark again, but I could probably pull the same trick. That aggressive expansion is not very healthy, but as long as Westerners don't get involved, it's fine. The bigger concern is that 79% overextension, but my vassals will be eating a lot of that, so it's okay. It's not like I'm in another war. So thanks for all the fish, Muscovy. You've fairly migrated now. And this land, of course, needs to burn, burn, burn. Not in Germanland. Oh, poor Novgorod. Such a great province, but it's all got to burn. To the point where I can burn myself some new ideas. That's pretty awesome. Should probably spend all this burn money on rooting out corruption, though. Which is now going to be more expensive because I took more land, but should have thought about that at the time. Van isn't very happy with me, though. So that's all well and good. Oh, of course, that Permian province where I don't need that fort either. Oh, and I do not want to deal with revolts, even though I'm going to. So, that's not the real overextension, so don't worry about that. How do we split up this land, though? Ryazan... I think we'll split Ryazan up here. Maybe we should do it by area. So Ryazan gets that, but then... Okay, no, Torzaki doesn't have. Yeah, we can do it by area, so you will get Yaroslav, or Yaroslavl. So of all the stuff I took, you get these three, and the rest goes to goes to Belo Ozero. All is well, then. That isn't, I'm not giving you that. Toropets. Viesma. Glorious. And then Belo Ozero. And Kolm. And not Ingermanland, but you can have Pskov. And Ostrov. Oh, I do like the look of that growing Belo Ozero. If it weren't for Rostov's existence, I definitely would have done Belo Ozero as my first campaign, but it was not to be. Now, hopefully Muscovy don't guarantee Livonian Order again. And I would actually be pretty okay with fighting Livonian Order and giving that land to Belo Ozero. Would fairly buff up his development, but we'd give him some nice land. Everybody likes some nice land. I only had one province I needed to core for myself, even though I don't want it. Yeah, that's pretty good, but now the Persians need to die, so hopefully Belo Ozero can look after that land themselves. And we assemble down here for the friendless and needing to die Persia. That said, fighting Livonian Order does feel pretty natural to do. And if Austria just takes that bit more debt or war exhaustion, then I can fight Genoa. But I can tank that whilst fighting Persia. I mean, look at them. They're a joke nation. This isn't Cradle of Civilization, so Naturally, they're a joke. Would be nice to tech for a change, though, without absurd costs. Finnegan Hart Ross says, I know you're wrapping up soon, so I wanted to say thanks for streaming. Oh, well, it is very nice to receive some recognition for what you do, so you're very welcome. But I indeed will wrap it up there. I do want to say that I put a questionnaire in the video title, and I would appreciate it if it gets reposted in chat. I haven't done one before, but I figured after all these years it might be a good idea to get some insight into why people come here. So if you see that, please do fill it out if you have the time. I assume if you watch me, you must have oodles of time. But as I said, my vision is going pretty awful today, so it's high time that I went and lay down in a dark room, because I'm probably not doing it any favours right now. Man, this Golden Horde is pretty fun. I've forgotten how much fun it is to blob when you are playing the Horde game. I want to clock some serious hours on this, probably even over the weekend, so that we can just burn, baby, burn. So we'll see if we can't do that in between our weekly one-shot and me going out and getting rather bladdered since it's whiskey tasting time tomorrow. But enough droning on, I think I best just leave us all. So just for now, cheers and cheerio.